Hello, my name is Diana Quatto of shamancestors.com. My mission is to bring the ancestral and cosmic wisdom of the Americas into everyday modern life to help you reclaim your soul purpose and remember who you are, why you're here, and where you're going as you face life's challenges. A few weeks ago, I began a new series on Oracle card training using the Sacred Circle Spirit Animal Oracle as the template. Last time, we learned how to activate, store, clear, cleanse, prepare, and attune the cards for an actual reading. Today, we're going to continue that process as we learn how to set proper intentions, as we learn how to shuffle and choose our cards, and as we learn how to activate our inner oracle to begin reading the cards most effectively. If you're ready, let's get started. Last time we learned how to open and close sacred space. So once you've opened sacred space, you should then call on the ancestors, your spirit guides, the medicine of the stone and spirit animals, the Creator, Mother Earth, your version of God, the ascended masters, the star nations, or other angelic beings, and ask them for guidance and inspiration. Thank them ahead of time for their support and ask that their wisdom and love flow into you. Then, imagine yourself sitting at the center of the sacred circle or vortex of light and set your intention for the reading and the results you want to receive from it. Remember, energy flows wherever your intention goes, so hold it as clearly as possible in your mind's eye. For example, my intention today is to help you begin to understand how to get ready to do a successful and effective reading. So that would be the intention I'd be putting in the cards. In order to put them in the cards, you should clear the cards and set your intention into them by saying it out loud or whispering it or saying it in your mind's eye, and then by tapping the cards 3 times with your knuckles, like this. Or you can also run them across a lit candle, like this. Or you can keep them fanned out and turn the pictures towards your heart and breathe your intention into them with a ha sound like that. Or you can use any combination of these. I like to do 2 or 3 myself, sometimes depending upon what the energy field feels like around me. Then you want to bless the cards with light and love and pray with them or pray to your guides for them. And then they are ready for shuffling. To shuffle and choose the cards, the first thing you need to do is ask that the wisdom and truth be revealed through the animal guides, your spirit guides, the angelic beings for the highest good. And then if you have a specific card deck like this one, I definitely ask the spirit animal guides because it is a spirit animal guide card deck. But if it's starseed, you could ask for star beings. If it's a mermaid deck, you could ask for the magic people. You could ask for a god at any time or angels, whatever feels best to you. That's all that matters. But most importantly is to ask their help for the highest good of all concerned, whether it be just for you and your family and community, or whether it be for a specific client and their families or community. And then determine which card spread you should use. A lot of times you'll know which one fits the question that you're asking or you're thinking about asking. And then, of course, you need to ask a question. Focus on the question you or your client wishes to ask as you are shuffling the cards. If you're ready for a client, ask them to focus on their question. Next, you want to shuffle the cards in any way that feels right, but shuffle them thoroughly until you feel that it's time to stop. I'll mention that if I have a client, I usually ask them to tell me when they feel it's ready for it to stop, so we begin to get their energy into it. If you have oversized cards like these, it's sometimes difficult to shuffle them the normal way, so you can shuffle them side by side like this. Just do a couple of shuffles like that, you see. If they allow you to, these are kind of large, but I sometimes can shuffle them like a normal card deck like this. But I also like to shuffle like this at the end of whatever I chose to shuffle like in the first place because it gets them more thoroughly ensconced in it. And it also allows for any jumping cards that want to come out to fall. And you ask what a jumping card is, I'll try to make one jump out. One, I didn't have to make one. It heard me and it jumped right on out. And I got the creator of the lower world tree. And you can either choose to read this at the end of the reading, but because this came before a card, I would choose to read this right away. This one is the lower world. The stone of beginning, the great mystery within, dreams my world awake. Well, the lower world is the world of the earth and her creations. It's the world of departed spirits that have not crossed over. It's the world of our brothers and sisters, the plants and animals. And it's our subconscious world, our subconscious mind, and our most deep introspective heart. So that's what this card is representing. But jumping cards usually mean they're meant to be a part of the reading. So you can set them aside until you choose the other cards, or if it comes out really quickly like that, I sometimes like to read it right away because it sets the tone for the reading. Once you finish shuffling, we'll keep that jumping card here for now. We'll say that you just told me to stop shuffling. You divide the cards into 3 piles. And if it's a reading for myself, then I'll put them in order to create one pile again, whatever order feels right. This one feels like it should go on top, middle, and end. If I have a client, though, I often have them do that because, again, it gets their energy into the cards for their reading, which is what this card reading would then be about. And then after that, I like to spread them out in a fan. I'm going to move this candle a little bit now so I have a little more room to do that where you can see them. These cards are a little bit difficult to spread out. So I sometimes take a little bit more time to pull them apart. Then I like to rub my hands, or if my client's going to choose their own card, which I also like to do to get their energy and to have them rub their hands. You take your left hand out and run from left to right, and wherever you feel a tingle, extra warmth, a tug of energy, that's going to tell you which card to pull. And so right now I'm going to start from left to right. I'm already feeling heat there, but I'm going to run my hands over the whole deck. And right now I'm choosing between cards. This one's got the most heat. So this will be the first card. So instead of using past, present, and future for the issue, I'm going to use the biggest challenge. And the question I asked was to make the reading easier for you. And then the strongest gift for answering the challenge. I'm getting a hot here. And the third card in this case would be the potential outcome or result of the question. You can also do this as a past, present, and future read of your issue. You notice I'm spreading these out so I can discern which of these 2 cards is the one speaking, and it's this one on the bottom. So now we have our 3 cards and our 1 jumping card. Right now, I want to look at all the cards. So now that I've got the cards pulled, I still will make sure I'm focusing on my question. So this is the first card that you missed the fine details. It's really important with the reading to focus on the question and to take some time to meditate. So the first thing you want to do is we turn the cards in order of the spread. We're studying them one at a time. We're going to just kind of look at that First thing I want to see is whatever gut feeling, emotion, or sensation that I have or the client has for the card it's studying, or both. And I pay attention to my first insights. Like for this, I feel there's joy here in celebrating the earth element and being grounded with it. And that's really reading to me. And these clouds coming into this focal point of the earth element, which is an upside down triangle, which generally suggests the divine masculine coming into space, which is this horizontal line, which is the divine feminine. And so it also is a card of balance to me. And that's right in the middle of this rock, meets right in the middle of the rock right here, which is, or the stone pillar that represents the balance between earth and heaven and light. So start paying attention to those kinds of things. That's the beginning of developing your intuition. So you want to look at it not only with your senses, your physical senses, but also with your mind's eye, what I call your mind's eye. Keep observing each card, like, for example, with this card, the words, the colors, the images, the symbols. Everything holds a special message for you. You can do the same with any other keywords that are on the card and listen to your intuition to access the deeper meanings for your questions. Keep a notebook, and especially with your first several readings, and take notes of what they might mean to you, but also take notes on what the card says it means. You can do messages or other additional questions that arise and look into any deeper meanings written in the guidebook. So that would be the next step, would be to look at the guidebook. So for example, with this card, which is a number 10, I'll look at the guidebook, and I tend to look at what jumps out at me first. So the element of earth, it governs the earth's renewal moon. So to me, that means it's a card of renewal, and you have the moon here. It's hard to see it, but there is some light renewing this stone and this image here on it. It's a stone filled with stability and appreciation of the earth, as well as her elemental energies. The stone is the place to go when you want to gain knowledge from the earth element about grounding yourself to get to a point of stable growth. From the stone in this position, you will learn about the solid strengthening and stabilizing creative powers associated with the earth element that will help you ground your conscience in physical reality. Grounding your conscience will help you become well-balanced, less spacey, and more level-headed. And then the second card, we got, in this case, the brown bear in the south. The south in this deck is a place of growth. So how to grow and rise above this challenge and how to get it into play and what gifts do I have would be the next question to help with that. The haiku here says, harvest bear of might, engage strong inner sight to divulge my heart path. So to me, that really tells me, without even looking at the book, it's really important for me to go inside. The bear is about introspection a lot, and to go inside to get my answers, not outside, but the truth lies within my heart. And it says it will divulge the heart path. So if I'm trying to teach you how to read, I need to speak from my heart and to be able to present that for the greatest good of all. You'll see there's a scroll here. The bear carries the wisdom of the ages in North American cosmology, and he also carries plants because he's a great healer. So the gift is also a gift of healing to bring about the groundedness and all of that. And that with oracle card readings, because the question I asked is how to teach effective readings, the gift will be to receive healing once you master a little bit more how to do an effective reading for yourself. And the third one is what's the potential outcome. We got the woodpecker, who's the drummer of the trees, with these are representing the upper chakras, but it drums the rhythms of all the chakras to get everything in balance and aligned. And here it says, the drummer of the trees help me align with my higher self and my cosmic wisdom. So the question that I asked was my intention was to be able to teach you how to do an effective reading. The result for that would be, it will help you to get in line with yourself with cosmic vibration. Not just the earth patterns, but that you will find the balance between the two because they're represented here in all three cards. You have here earth wisdom, cosmic wisdom. You have the two combined in this first card. And then you have the lower world with guides coming from there, from the subconscious, from the inner plane, everything from the inner plane to teach you how to use that intuition to be able to read the cards. So then I would be augmenting that by reading what else is in this card deck book, which I'm not going to take the time to do right now. We'll again work on that probably next time with one of the readings. And I'm going to take you through a basic 1-card and 3-card reading again next time. Now that you have learned something about shuffling your cards, setting your intentions, activating your inner oracle and intuition, you're ready to move on to the next step, which should be the most fun. The chance to start reading cards and learning different kinds of card spreads and how you can make them work for you as an effective reading for yourself and for others. I can't wait to get started next time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a single episode. Meanwhile, I will catch you the next session. Many blessings and much light.